The Old Fisherman, back with you again. We just dropped down Wednesday morning and we got one on. We got one going. And we're going to try to pull him in and see what he is. I don't know what he is, but he's a pulling. I can tell you that. He's a pulling. Oh my. He is a pulling catfish and a perch. Start off with a catfish and a perch, same time on Wednesday morning in Lake Monticello. My goodness, you got to love it. I tell you what, them old catfish are hard to get off, people. But hey, we're gonna call the fish out good today. We're not keeping any little ones. I'm gonna keep whatever I can fillet today, and that's all. Oh my, the whole fish finder is full of fish. So they're here. They're here, people. We're gonna have another banner day. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna have another banner day. I can see it right there on the fish finder. There's fish down there. When you bring one up, if you look at that fish finder, if it starts stirring up with a bunch of fish, that means the other ones will follow him up, see what's going on. And so they down there. So all we got to do right now at this point is basically just pull it through that area with either with a circle swing or just troll. And they should hit it. Hey, ain't no guarantee, but I know I seen fish and I know I just had another bite. They fish down there. The Old Fisherman knows what he's looking at when he comes to a fish finder. And this fish down there. All we got to do is get them to bite it. They stirred up when I brought that other fish down up. Now I don't see them. See, it's funny how that is. I don't know if they go right back down at the bottom. So we're gonna let it bottom and pull it and see if we can stir another up. There he is. So what I tell you, I told you, there he is. Now, at this point, you get one on, just let him swim around. Just let him swim around. That's all you got to do. Let him swim around, and you will, if you've got several jigs on, probably. If there's a lot of them down there, catch another one this time of the year. That don't happen all the time, but it happens right now at this time. Look at that. A Monticello slab white perch, two at a time. One of them on the spoon, the big one's on the spoon. And you got to love it. Now he took it too, boy. It's down in there. So I might have a little hard time with this. I might have a hard time getting this one off. Let me tell you. We're going to have to get the old needle nose on this one. Because he got it down in there. He got it down in there, people. We'll get him, though. The Old Fisherman done took enough fish off in his lifetime. He'll get them. He'll fight them and get them. Now, that perch right there is a nice little perch. But he's right on the verge. He's right on the verge. I'm going to keep him because he probably weighs 3/4 pound. He'll make a fillet. But that's about the minimum size I'm going to keep today. All right, drop it back down, catch another one of these Monticello white perch. I love them. I love them. Next to my wife, I ain't got a better love than a Monticello white perch. Unless it's a big old 9-pound largemouth I like to catch. Yeah, I tell you, them largemouth will make you feel good about catching one of them big ones. They come up and jump. That excites you. That excites you. Because they're going to jump. If I hook one, he will jump this time of year. He's going to try to throw that spoon out. Or whatever he's got in his mouth, he will try to throw it out. All right. Let's see what we can do. It might be thinning out a little bit. It was a good many on the fish finder a while ago, but they ain't acting quite right. They ain't acting quite right. But anyhow, we're going to struggle around here and catch a few. That's what we're going to do. Come down a circle swing on them. They'll hit that if they're down there. 46 foot of water right here. 46 foot. Now, I'm going to take this boat and go real fast in a circle. And see, me and my wife fishing the other day, that's hard to do because our lines get together. We ended up on the last video, we had 6 fish on at one time, all of them twisted together. And I'm telling you people, I had to stop the show. One of them fell off on the way we pulling them up, so we ended up with 5 up in the boat. I had to get her to cut the film off. It took me 30 minutes to undo that. It looked like somebody was weaving hair with all them lines. I had 6 ends coming off, and they were all twisted together. That's a nice perch right there. That is a good one. Ain't got any eggs, done laid, done her thing. So them out there, they done hatched out probably. And I see some right there, a whole school of them just come on and suspend it. They suspend it. The fish is from top to bottom, and they suspend it. When I brought that fish up, they come off the bottom looking and seeing what that fish was coming after. Thought it was maybe feeding on shad. So now if I can drop it right back down real quick, there should be another take. Should be. If I get it in the right place. The right depth, because they are suspended. So we're gonna slow troll this thing around here in a circle again and see what happens. They hit it up high, so they suspended. They suspended. Bumping it, they ain't taking. Want to take it in a minute. Want to crush it. If I get to pulling it too much, old catfish will hit it. They love that thing pulling. They love that thing pulling. Ain't no doubt. They is. I tell you what, that come out circle swing. I think this is a little one here. A little. That's a come out circle swing will do it, buddy. Yeah, a little one. It's a new penny though. New penny. What is it? Oh, new penny. I still ain't got a free new penny yet from Berkeley Shrimp. I ought to quit using it. But if any of you people out there work for Berkeley Shrimp, you see me, many new pennies I done sold y'all, I'm sure, y'all need to send me a pack. y'all ain't right. But anyhow. Go baits, new penny, Berkeley. All right. That goes for Mr. Crappy too, Mr. Wally Marshall. I sure done, I know it's been some people buy them Mr. Crappy jigs because of me. That's a good little jig though. Hey you, hey you, hey you. There's another bite. Hey, my goodness. You'll be full in there. That's a nice perch right there. Might be several nice perch. Nice something. No question about that. Nice something. That's two. But one of them little. I don't know. It ain't as nice as I thought it was going to be. My goodness, that joker, he's strong. This joker, here's too little pool. I don't know. Strong. Strong. Drop her back down. Get another one of them wonderful fish. I see them all over the bottom. There's some good fish down there too. We gonna hang up on a big one before the day's over. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. When I get a feeling, it generally comes true. I swear it. When something starts telling me, talking to me, it's generally gonna happen. And I got a feeling we gonna catch a big fish today. Might be a largemouth, might be a big catfish. We gonna catch a big fish today, and I'm gonna believe it. And if you believe it, it will happen. There he is. There he is. There he is. It ain't the big one, but it's a fish. It's a fish, no doubt. Oh, Lord, nothing done took it. Nothing done took it, I think. Come up slow. You get another. Oh, they give a one. Doggone. I thought I had two. Fool me. Hey, Old Fisherman gets fooled ever so often. Drop them back down. Could catch another one of these fish. Oh, so it's coming out. Man, it's gonna be a pretty morning. It's supposed to rain, but I hadn't seen the rain yet. Started raining a little bit yesterday afternoon. Got me a little damp until I got in after I left here, but so far, ain't raining. Got to love that. A little overcast, a little breeze, same direction as yesterday. Sun starting to peek through. That sun starts peeking through. They ought to really go to bite, I hope. I don't know if they're going to pull any water today. The water's semi-high. Maybe not as high as it was the day before yesterday and yesterday, but it's a little high. But, hey, I think I need to go right back out yonder. It's a little place right out here. It's a little hump. It ain't no bigger than that size of your kitchen. A big kitchen. And it drops right off of that thing in 70 foot of water with trees. And them big catfish that I've been catching is on that hump. If I get back out there, that might be where I get my big fish. That might be where I get my big fish. Uh-oh, that got off right there at the top of the water. I hate to pull them all the way up to get off. All that work to get nothing for it. But you can see the sun starting to come out now. I'm about to put my little sunglasses on in a minute. Got bright all of a sudden. Gracious. I don't think it's going to stay out long though. It looks like a lot of clouds coming to me. Probably going to rain before the day's over. Never can tell. They call for scattered showers, so you know it might not rain here. That was a bite right there. They still biting. Just ain't got the big one. They ain't got the big one. But they bumping it. Every time you see me jerk, I'm getting a bump. I miss a lot of them. Bumping again. Oh, God. Little fish after. Little fish. You can tell it when a big fish hits that thing, it goes doop real hard. And them little ones got a little tap. And them little taps is what I'm missing. They go doop. It's usually a big fish. And you can tell too, buddy. You can tell when you got a big one on people. You can tell when he bites. Before I set the hook, I know if it's going to be a big one. Drop her back down to the bottom of Lake Monticello. Ain't nobody but one boat out here on a Wednesday. That's unusual. Normally, a lot of people fishing. I guess they're scared. They call it for rain. Them weathermans mess a lot of people up. You're gonna go fishing, unless you know of some kind of bad storms going on, don't stay at the house. You miss out. Them weathermen, it cause you to stay home on probably be one of your best fishing days around. You can't listen to the weatherman is what I'm trying to say. That sucker will throw you off. I come out here no matter what. I make the trip if I want to go. Then if it's too bad, I go back home. Cost me a little gas money, but hey, ain't like I got anything else I want to do. I got a lot of chores I need to do, honeydews. I try to get them done when I get home. I got a goldfish pond, a little patio, and a swimming pool. If people got a swimming pool, God bless you. That's all I can say. God bless you, because that's one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I'd have me a big bass boat when I got in that swimming pool. And it keeps costing me every month the light bills. But anybody, and I know you people out there, I love my pool. Well, let me tell you, I don't like mine. I got a pretty big pool. There's something wrong with that thing all the time. It ain't a liner busted, it's a pump out, it's leaking, it's chemicals, I had a salt generator, that thing finally went out, and it just cost too much money. Everything, nothing but money, money, money. That's the biggest hole in the ground you can put your money in. You say a boat is, I get a lot of enjoyment out of my boat. I don't get no enjoyment out of that pool. It ain't nothing but too much work. But I let my beautiful wife talk me into getting a swimming pool. One of the biggest mistakes I ever made in my life. So, I know these pool companies ain't want Old Fisherman saying that, but hey, I tell it like it is. I've been tempted to fill it up with dirt. My wife might not like that, because she does still swim in it. She likes to float around in that pool. Me, I like to float around on this water and catch a fish. But enough said there, I guess. We need to get on some fish. Try to figure out where that little hump is laying on. I think it's right back out here. I'm gonna move around here. We're in a searching mode. Burning up memory and not catching a lot of fish. That ain't good. That ain't good. I hope I can talk my wife come back fishing with me on Saturday. I don't like to go Saturday, but if she'll go, I'll go on Saturday. There's too many people on Saturday. Lake Murray Saturday, you can forget that. You got all your skiers, all your jet skiers, all your pleasure riders, all your bass tournaments. My goodness. I will say this. This boat too small for Lake Murray on a Saturday. It beat you to death. I ain't too sure they make a boat big enough to fish out of that won't beat you to death in Lake Murray on a Saturday. When the weather's pretty. Here on out, it's gonna be rough fishing. Them stripers now, they fun to catch too, let me tell you. Can't keep a 5. They're 21 inches. I don't like that. I like to keep going when I'm fishing. I don't know how these people go out on a guide boat and catch 5 fish, pay the kind of money they pay, and I don't understand. But that's why I fish for perch. I can keep on catching them, enjoy myself, and not get in trouble. I don't like being in trouble. I try to stay out of trouble. I try to have as much fun as I can legally. And this white perch is about it. Or catfishing. Because people, it's hard. And let me tell you, it's hard to go out striper fishing. You go buy $30 worth of herring, put them in a $400 herring tank, and go out there and you catch 5 fish, you gotta go home? No, wrong. Hey, I'll take the little tug on the line. I'll just use a smaller rod and make it feel like a big tug and catch these perch over and over and get my money's worth. 5 rockfish ain't my money's worth. Now, if you can go out there and catch 5 stripers, adapt over and catch a few bass, then go catch some perch, that might be worthwhile. But to go out there and pay big money to go on a guide trip on Lake Murray, and I used to be a guide now, that's a big waste of money. I mean, I reckon you learn from my videos, do it yourself, cheaper. I'd make some, I'd fish for them rockfish with the herring. I ain't paying $6 a dozen for herring. I can do it. I go catch my herring, then I got to buy gas to get down to where I catch them. And I said, heck with them. But then I got to buy a tank to keep them in. But I can catch them rockfish now. I can catch them about as good as I can catch these. You see me out there with a little crappie jig on a couple of videos. I can catch them with them herring, and I do love to fish herring now. I used to all the time. In fact, we used to catch our own. I'm not gonna buy them. Retirement don't pay that kind of money. Anyhow, that's a catfish. That's a catfish. Right there. It's a catfish. It's as good as a rockfish. It ain't got no limit. So here we are, pulling in. Another Monticello catfish. He ain't big. He just got he feels good and heavy. He probably ain't over 2 pounds. Oh, I got a catfish and a perch. That's what's wrong. And a perch. And the perch should have been inside. That's what's wrong. Old catfish hit new penny, gup shrimp, and they will hit him. They will hit him. And the old perch got him hooked beside the head with a wahoo spoon. You got to love it. You got to love it. And I can keep on catching without getting in trouble. You got to love that too. The old fisherman's out here at his favorite lake because he catches favorite fish that ain't got a limit and won't get fined if you catch over the limit. And ain't got to worry about all that pressure. And just enjoy myself without a bunch of boats beat me up so far on this lake. on this wonderful lake, South Carolina, doing what he loves, catching white perch, catfish right now. And there was another one, but I missed it. He got off. We're in 51 foot of water. You never know where the joker's gonna be. There's another, right? That's another catfish. Them catfish out here deep. That's what that is. It might not be. It might be a perch. This catfish, it ain't no big one, so it's probably a perch. It's probably a perch. Sometimes you hook them big largemouth, they go swim it up. See, a perch side of the head feels pretty good too. But they'll go swim it up. You think you ain't got nothing? No, all of a sudden he gets right at the top. He'll take back off again. My goodness, didn't you know you got something? Or he'll come straight up, try to spit it out right off the bat. You think you ain't got nothing, and he comes out in the water and scares you to death. That's what them largemouth will do. I guess that's why they're so popular, where they come out the water and jump. That jumping is something. And they will. If I hook one, I guarantee you, he is coming out the water. And you better hold your rod down at that point. Don't hold your rod up, or you'll lose him. If you got a bass on, he's coming up to jump, you know he's coming up to jump, you better put your rod down in the water as low as you can get it and hold him down, hold his head down instead of up. If you're holding that rod up and he does this, guess what? That spoon's coming out. But if you got your rod down in the water and you focused on what you're doing, not like I done the other day when I took my focus off with that big fish on it, he spit it out, that was my fault. I let that spoon take my focus off of the fish, and that's what happened. I lost it. But if you feel a largemouth coming up, you better go away from him where he's coming up, put your rod down in the water and hold him down and hope that he don't spit it out. And sometimes he'll spit it out then too, but that's your best chance. It puts you in the advantage, not him. Because if you pulling up on it, he spits it. He's going to shake that plug out. Them treble hooks are coming out, or whatever kind of hook he got on. There's another monticello fish. Now that's a nice fish, all right? It's probably a perch. I don't know. It's a nice one. He's a nice one. Now I think I got a couple. Now I think I got a couple. My goodness. Hey. I mean, hold it too, buddy. Yeah, I got a couple all right. 3, but one of them's a baby. 2 of them baby keepers. One of them's a baby. Sun's coming out. You gotta love it. That's a boy, them perch. They look funny catching them now. They ain't got no bellies. They thin as they can be. They done laid out, and they just look funny to me. A lot of times I don't fish for them this time of year. I'm after them bass stuff. Last year I didn't even fish for perch. Right now, I was done with the perch in April. That's why some of my earlier videos, I usually say after they spawn, I'm done with them. But hey, looks like I've been messing up. I normally don't fish for perch right now. I'm normally at Lake Murray fishing top water plugs on points, swim baits, and worms, catching largemouth and stripers. That's what I'm normally doing. But since I was making these videos, I come over here and now I found out by doing that hey, they bite good out here post-spawning. So, see, I learned something new. I bet y'all can't believe that. I just stumbled on this April pattern. I did. And actually, truly, because of my wife, bringing my wife the other day. I was about done with the perch. I went over to the catfish and stumbled right back out on the end of these perch. Because of my wife trying to get her own fish, and that's what happened. That's what happened. Look at that. 3 at a time. Again, whoppers. Look at that, people. Hey, look at that, what a size perch. Think that ain't a good one? You're wrong. And one at the bottom's just as big. So we catching them. We catching them again. Right here. Right here. Well, me and my wife caught them the other day on Lake Monticello. White perch, bite, and they nice ones. Let me tell you, they nice ones. And you gotta love it. I think my son wants to come on Friday. He'll get a kick. He'll get to meet if he comes, he might back out. My youngest son, he's a big old boy. He's 6'2", 6'3". Handsome rascal. But anyhow, I think he might come on Friday. And so I get to introduce you to my youngest son on Friday. And maybe one day I get my oldest son to come with me. And that'll be fun. He likes to catch them catfish. Now, that boy's a good fisherman. What little bit he's fished with me, he's good. I took him bass fishing. He can stand, he can hang right in there with me with the bass fishing. And he can hang in there with crappies. Me and him caught a bunch of crappies a couple years back. In fact, the last time I caught the limit was 30. When me and him went, we caught 60 crappies right in this lake. It was several years ago. And from then on, it's been kind of going downhill. But yeah, we did. So that boy can fish. And I know he's going to enjoy this right here if they're still doing it by Friday. That's about 2 days away. So if he goes, you'll get to meet Adam, my youngest son, on Friday, hopefully. Oh, I tell you what, I wish he's in the boat now because these are nice perch I'm catching now. These are nice perch I'm catching now. The only problem with this little boat, with this camera, just like my wife the other day, all you can see was her back. And it's going to be hard to operate the boat. I got to be up here operating the boat. Now, if I was anchored catfishing, I could stand back there and put whoever my guest is up front here, but they can't operate the boat. So I got to get up here and operate the boat. Now, if I had one of them self-propelled trolling motors that I could operate from back there and put my guest up here, would be nice. But just like my wife, you was looking at the back of her head the whole time, and ain't a whole lot I can do about it. Unless I get fancy and get me a drone to hold my camera above the boat, us down under it. That ain't gonna happen. I had to really get fancy. But you know, something like that would work. Something like that would work. Alright, where we at? I ain't got off up talking like I always do. There you is. I mean a good one. I was thinking a largemouth, but I think it's a big perch. Several of them, that's what I think. That joke's pulling. Y'all see that rod? That thing's pulling. Huh? That thing is pulling. Old Fisherman. Look like he get tired of catching fish, but you know what? I don't. I don't. I'm going to have to tell you, I don't. Not like this. Look at this. Not like this. Beats anything I ever seen. I think the fishing is as good or better now than it was in the cold winter. I'm freezing to death out here. When I thought that was the best. Hey, I'm thinking now, this fishing is the best. That right there is a nice perch. I'm gonna show him to you up close. He's elongated. I'm gonna show him how thin he is. Look at that joker. Look at that perch. Now that's a big white perch. Now look how thin. Done laid out. Thin as can be. And if I'd have caught that fish 2 months ago, that joker would have been blowed out. But look at that. That's a big, skinny white perch. You gotta love it. You just got to love it, people. See, Old Fisherman. Once again, I told y'all yesterday, I'm gonna go out a happy man. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm 66 in about a week and a half. And I am loving my life right now more than I ever have, because I know how precious it is and how close it's coming to get to be real old. And I'm trying to cram all the good times I can into this last years of a good life. Hope I live to be 100. I hope ain't no time soon, but you don't know. That's why I'm doing these videos. I done said it before. I can look back and relive when I can't get in a boat. My memories, and there'll be more than memories. I can look back and relive them on YouTube. And that's my pay, right there. And by doing that, you can learn from some of this crazy action, crazy fishing that I do. Teaching people. I'm teaching. A lot of you people probably think I'm trying to show out, but I'm teaching. I got no reason to show out. I'm just trying to, I guess you could look at it like that though. I'm trying to teach. I'm just good at what I do. And I know it. we are trying to catch some more of these white perch. Now I got the come Atlanta swing going. Something's going to happen, I guarantee you. I haven't even beat the boat. So, hey, they bite with that. They bite with that. That's a little, that is a baby. That is a little fish. I want him off because I can't get, now he got off. Hey, he done what I said. I want him off. He got off. Drop it back down, try to get the nut. We're not tearing them up, but hey, we having a good time talking. We always have a good time talking. Beautiful day. I love an overcast day. Ever so often the sun pops through. Got a little breeze. You always like a little breeze. I mean, I've caught them with it slick, but I always like a little breeze. One thing about a little breeze in an aluminum boat, you got that clanging. I don't know if y'all can hear that cling, 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 cling on that boat when it waves. That calls them also. So I don't even have to do the net thing when I got a little clanging going on. Don't even have to do the net thing. Uh-oh. What we got here? I really believe if I was catching these fish in 30 foot of water, that I'd be catching largemouth along with them. But I hate to move 30 foot of water. Perch might not be there. And that's a nice perch right up here. He's a good one. He's a good one. He's a good one. Actually, I got a catfish and a perch. No wonder. Now that's unusual. I got one of them big old flathead catfish. I don't normally catch these junkers. Like a little butterball. Well, he looks like a little butterball. I'm gonna have to get the perch off and get the needle nose on old butterball. Old butterball. I don't much like to eat them kind. Back if I get him off without tearing his head up. I can't believe I caught one of them. Regular old catfish. Kind we used to catch in Broad River all the time. Them things are hard to hold. They fat. Yeah, they hard to hold. Probably tear up my jig. Guarantee it. Guarantee you're gonna tear up my jig. Hook back in his head. My, I'll throw him back. He's happy. Woo, he's happy. Broke my line off. Doggone, look at there, would you? Now I got to retie. I'm gonna let y'all go on that one. I got to retie. He done broke my line off. Steve, come line, catch it. Somebody, and I'll show you the old catfish I caught before I turned it on. I ain't even show you that. But we let's see if I can find that big old perch here. Look at this catfish that I caught earlier. I put him on film. Look at that. That's a nice one, ain't it? Steve, come line, a Lake Monticello once again. Be back with you on the next trip.